Hi guys, Spartan765, and today I'm doing a video, a viewer request on the disassembly of the Springfield Armory XDM 45. The disassembly is the same for all XDMs, whether it be the XDM9, the XDM Compact, it's all the same. First thing you're going to want to do is pop the magazine out. Make sure it's not loaded. Then the next step in disassembling the gun is they take apart just like a SIG. So move the slide all the way back, lock it, and then push the takedown lever up into the vertical position. Then pull back on the slide, slowly releasing. If you just let it slam, it's going to fly off and go all over the place. Then slide the slide off the frame. Now this video is just the basic field stripping of the weapon. If you guys like a more detailed video or a more complex takedown video, including all of the firing mechanism in the rear here, the sear, the safety disconnect, everything like that, let me know and I'll make that video. Set the frame aside. And the takedown, just like pretty much any other pistol, pretty generic, just like you take apart just like a Glock. Push in on the recoil spring, let it out slowly. There's your recoil spring and spring guide. Then move the barrel up and forward a little bit, and then lift it up and just slide it right out, just like that. There your gun is field stripped. Again, if you want a video on how to take the firing pin out, it's actually 4 pieces inside there. You got a spring, you got a plunger, you got a firing pin cylinder, and then the actual striker itself. And also take the back plate off there too. You just push this down, slide it off, pull that out. You get the actual striker out, you got to pop that pin down, and that comes right out. If you guys want me to do a video detailing that, send me a message and I'll do that for you guys. Now, to put the gun back together, this is always a part you want to be careful with, as well as taking it apart. When you put the barrel back into the slide, you want to make sure you're kind of careful with it, because I've seen people take pistols apart before and wrench up in the barrel and jerk it around, and that'll wear unevenly the barrel hole here in the slide and the barrel itself. And what that does is that doesn't cause the allow the barrel to lock fully, so it doesn't move at all when the slide is all the way forward in the handgun. Now, if you do that enough, you can cause the barrel, when the slide is fully forward, you can take your finger and you'll be able to move the barrel around, and then you lose a lot of accuracy that way. So just stick the barrel in slowly and then push it back until it drops down, and push the spring in. Now, if you have a 3.8-inch barrel version of the XD or the XDM, you're going to have a dual spring guide. What that is that's it's just covered in the top here. It's just 2 springs. I have a gun that I'm going to do a review on later that has a dual spring guide. That's my Ruger LC9. I'll be doing a takedown video on that next. But to put the spring guide back in, just insert it in there, and then I kind of use my hand to keep the spring from popping out, and just push it back in and seat it right on that little notch right in there where it sits right in the barrel. And then take your frame, your slide, slide it on nice and easy, pull the slide all the way back, lock the slide lock, and then push your takedown lever back down. Now, another thing I'm going to cover here is I had a video, a guy saying that he took his gun apart and then accidentally knocked down the takedown lever, and then when he went to put a slide on, it wouldn't slide back on all the way. It would get stuck about a centimeter from the end. Now what that does is that's because you released and locked the sear. in the upright position. Now I'm going to take the gun back apart again and run through that scenario. Okay? See now, whoops, I push that down. You hear that click? When you push this takedown lever up, what that does when the slide is on is the sear right here is being held down by the sear rail right here. And when you push that up, here, let me set that back. Now watch this sear when I push this down, that little sear right there. That sear pops up. And now if you can't just slide the slide back on. It's not like a Glock because it has a palm safety right there. You know, you could sit there and push on that, but that sear is not going to go down unless you push the palm safety in. Push the palm safety in, and then push down on the sear with your finger. Well, obviously first you got to put this back up into the 90-degree position. Push down on the palm safety, drop your sear, you'll hear a click. Now the little piece right here that engages the sear and holds it down is that little tiny piece right in the end there. So I'll do that again for you. Like you accidentally knocked it down, put it back up, push your palm safety in, and then push on the sear. And you'll hear a click, and you can very easily then just slide the gun back together, put her down, make sure it works perfect, and then do a test, function test, pull the trigger, obviously making sure you didn't load it first. You'll see your striker indicator disappear, go back into the slide, letting you know the weapon is decocked. That's a Springfield XDM takedown video. It's pretty much the same thing too with the XD. Takes apart the same way. Comments, questions, video requests, send me a message. Spartan765 out.